Hi, my name is Melior Merioles. Today I am introducing my God to you in Lesson 2. In this lesson, I will discuss a very popular story that God created everything. However, very few people knew what and how did God create everything. So let's get started. In verse 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Point 1. This verse is the summary of the entire creation. 2. The word created comes from the Hebrew word bara. Its transliteration is to create, to shape, to form, particularly of heavens and earth, of individual human, of new conditions and circumstances, of transformations. Notes 1. This verse is referring always to God as subject. 2. God created, shaped, and formed from nothing to everything. In verse 2, and the earth was formless and desolate, emptiness, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. This verse is telling us the space background before creation. It is it was formless, it was full of emptiness, and it was full of darkness. First day. In verse 3, then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, first day. Point 1. My God put the light to address the darkness. 2. This light is God's Shekinah glory. Shekinah glory derived from the Hebrew word Shekinah, meaning dwelling or abode. This refers to the visible manifestation of God's presence. This light shines for 3 nights and 3 days, because the first 3 days there was no sun, moon, and stars yet. 4. God made physical laws when he divided the light from the darkness. 5. God made operations, mathematical operations such as division. The word separate also means divide. Addition, the word and also means add. Once only darkness, then God added the light. So there are two spaces now, the light and darkness. New Testament references about God as light in 1 John 1:5. The Apostle John said, "This is the message we have heard from him and announced to you, that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all." Also in John 8:12, then Jesus again spoke to them, saying, "I am the light of the world. The one who follows me will not walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life." In Romans chapter 9, from verse 3, now Saul, as he was traveling, he it happened that he was approaching Damascus, and suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him, and he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, who are you, Lord? And the voice said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. This is a simple illustration that my God sent his only Son to be the light in the middle of the darkness. So God prepared the lighted space for the second day of creation. Second day. In verse 6, then God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. God made the expanse and separated the waters that were below the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening and there was morning, the second day. Point number one of this verse, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters. God made the atmospheric space consist of a mixture of various gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases such as argon, carbon dioxide, ammonia, methane, hydrogen, ozone, neon, helium, krypton, xenon, and radon in preparations for the creation of various living creatures. Point two, separate the waters from the waters. God separate the waters above the expanse, sky filled with waters in the form of vapor or mists, the waters below the expanse, earth filled with waters in the form of liquid. God made diverse and complex natural and mathematical laws to sustain the whole universe. The word separate here also means pull apart or break up of physical natures. 3. The atmosphere is the space where the pull of gravity was also in effect to sustain both waters below and waters above, to sustain life that is to come on the third day. This atmosphere is the first heaven, one of the heavens as mentioned in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This is an example of how God separated the waters from the waters. The water above is called mists. It's just in the form of vapor. And the waters below was in the form of liquid. 5. God prepared the waters below for the third day of creation. The third day. In verse 9, then God said, let the waters below the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees on the earth bearing fruit according to their kind, with seed in them. And it was so. The earth produced vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in them according to their kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, a third day. Point one, God separated the waters below. The land, one body of land, the seas, one body of water. Again, God created natural and mathematical laws to sustain the plant kingdom. God made the plant kingdom in the land. Vegetation, plants yielding seed, fruit bearing trees according to their kind with seed in them. Note, these are mentioned two times in these verses. Notice, plant kingdom when created was mature, fruit bearing ones. The plant kingdom did not evolve because of the seed in them. Plant kingdom did not evolve because they are mature to reproduce according to each kind of species. The fourth day. In verse 14, then God said, let there be light in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and they shall serve as signs and for seasons, and for days and years, and they shall serve as lights in the expanse of the heavens, to give light on the earth. And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He made the stars also. God placed them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. These verses say, 1. In the expanse of the heavens, God made two great lights to give light on the earth. 2. The greater light, the sun, to govern the day. The lesser light, the moon, to govern the night. The earth rotates itself for 24 hours. That's why we have 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of nighttime. While at the same time, the earth revolves around the sun for 365.25 days, for seasons as winter, spring, summer, and fall. God made the stars also to light the universe. And also, God made all natural and mathematical laws to sustain these creations. The fifth day. Then God said, let the waters teem with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the heavens. And God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, a fifth day. This verse is simply saying that God made all living creatures in the water. all living creatures in the sky. All creatures do not evolve because they were created according to their kind. All creatures were fruitful and reproducing to fill their habitats on earth. God created all natural and mathematical laws to sustain all animals in the water and the sky. The sixth day, then God said, let the earth produce living creatures according to their kind, livestock and crawling things, and animals of the earth according to their kind. And it was so. God made the animals of the earth according to their kind, and the livestock according to their kind, and every thing that crawls on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. The sixth day. We can see here that God made all creatures in the land. All land creatures do not evolve because they were created according to their kind. All creatures were fruitful and reproducing to fill their habitats on earth. God created all natural and mathematical laws to sustain all animals in the land. Conclusion. God created all. Space refers to the air, the solar system, the galaxies, and the Milky Way of the universe. Matter refers to living and non-living cells. Time refers to yesterday, today, and tomorrow because of the hour, day, and year. Human refers to all human beings. Numbers refer to all numerical operations and formulas. Natural laws refer to all physical and scientific laws. And finally, God's account of the creation is credible and believable than that of a theory of evolution. Biblical claims. In John chapter 1, verses 3 to 4, the Bible says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and apart from him, not even one thing came into being that has come into being. In Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 to 17, he, Jesus Christ, is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created, both in the heavens and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. In Hebrews chapter 1, verses 1 to 3, the Bible says, God, after he spoke long ago to the fathers in the prophets, in many portions and in many ways. In these last days, He spoken to us in His Son, whom He appointed heir of all things, through whom He also made the world. And He is the radiance of His glory and the exact representation of His nature, and uphold all things by the word of His power. God bless.